I've been single for 7 years, and I often get told I'm gonna die alone.
Why is it that the dating game is so hard?
Modern Women Archives.
I've been single for 7 years, and I often get told I'm gonna die alone. I get told I'm used goods, that no one wants me, and that I'm rapidly on the decline. It's at this point I question, did you hear me? I said I've been single for 7 years. Whatever fear or worry, projection you have of being single, I've already had it. I've already had it, and I've already worked through it. If you think that I could be single for 7 years and not question whether I'll die alone, whether I'm not good enough, whether my life is just a bleak outlook from here, I don't really know what to tell you. See, one thing you do learn when you've been single as long as I have, and you've put in the work and the effort to understand yourself like I have, you realize that all of these fears, all of these projections center around the same thing, a lack of control. And the funny thing is, a healthy relationship doesn't give you that control either. We never own other people, and we never get all of our answers from them. I think as a society, it would be beneficial for us to talk about these things. To talk about death, potential of dying alone, of not knowing what's going to happen next. Because these are the incredible unknowns. And once we've toyed around with those answers, we come back to the only one we have, which is we don't know. Although it's probably wise for us to agree, it's a little too transparent. You threaten other people with the things that you are actually afraid of.
Most modern women who have been single for a very long time believe if they work on themselves, it will make them more viable to attract a man. But it's mostly the complete opposite. They need to figure out how to treat men in order to get men to commit to them. Because most men can put up with a woman who has low self-esteem, not successful or insecure. But most men can't deal with women who are selfish, vain, or hyper-masculine. So if a woman does work on herself and resolve her turmoils, she still has to figure out how to be supportive towards the man she wants. Otherwise, the man will not be fulfilled. So what I'm basically saying is, most men would be more than happy to commit to a woman who is devoted, supportive and loyal to him, even though she is not perfect. But men don't commit to women who are totally perfect emotionally and mentally, but have no loyalty, support or devotion.
Those days are over.
If one more person says to me, don't worry, it'll happen when you least expect it, I have no expectations anymore, none. All I expect is trauma and lessons. And yet again, I've learned another lesson. Why is it that the dating game is so hard nowadays? At this point in my life, I'm 27 in October. I feel like no one is really clear about their intentions, or they think they're clear and then they're just not. They're as clear as mud. People say that they want something serious and then they get scared. People say that they want something serious and then, as my previous experiences have shown, they've already been involved in something serious. And I am so tired, so beyond tired of having my time and my energy wasted. And I don't want to become hard-hearted, but this is what's happening.
Dating is hard for her because she swipes left 90% of the time, potentially destroying her own opportunities to find a decent guy because his picture was grainy. She said she is becoming hard-hearted, and this is a prime example of ran-through syndrome. The constant rejection she's experienced has made it incapable for her to have an open heart. The guys she dates now have to prove themselves to her, prove they are not like the rest of the guys she's dated. If she never got ran through, she wouldn't have a hardened heart or shallow criteria.
Well, it's her own fault.